Rick Shiels is an English golf influencer, a YouTuber, and a certified PGA coach best known for his golf club reviews and advice on his YouTube channel. Shiels started his channel to impact the game in a way most professionals can't, but little did he know it would become the biggest golf channel on YouTube in less than a decade. With over 2.3 million subscribers on his channel, Rick has the highest number of YouTube subscribers for a golf channel, and things just couldn't get any better. The British YouTuber is also the founder of the Quest Golf Studio in Lytham, St. Anne, where he teaches golf. One time, Rick used his status to raise over $18,000 for prostate cancer, and ever since, he's been known as a nice guy. But from getting kicked out from a club's VIP section by a famous American pro golfer to turning down a contract extension from a multi-billion-dollar sports brand, Rick is definitely not who you think he is. Keep watching to find out why. Rick Shiels was born on July 3, 1986 in Bolton. Little to nothing is known about his dad, as the pro golfer never mentioned having a father figure in his life while growing up. But thanks to his mom, Lynn Shiels, Rick picked up a career in golf. However, golf wasn't his first interest. Growing up, Rick was interested in a wide variety of sports, one of which was soccer. But when he was 11, his interest shifted to golf. The transition from soccer to golf happened organically. Rick's mom would regularly receive golf lessons at the driving range, and she would always take little Rick along. Whenever he followed her, Shiels would casually hit a few balls, as he never enjoyed waiting around for her. But one peculiar thing about golf is that the moment you start hitting balls, with time, you get hooked, and you'd never want to leave the driving range. So halfway through one of Lynn's lessons, Rick hit one sensational shot, and he started to get the buzz. Although he was pretty little, Lynn admitted he was very competitive, and all he wanted to do was win. From then on, Shiels played the game more often and even went on golf trips with Lynn, including one to the Isle of Arran, where Rick and his mom played 7 rounds within a week at each of the island's 7 courses. Only a few 12-year-olds can say they spent a whole week doing something they're passionate about with their mom. It was a fantastic and memorable experience, recalled Shiels. At 14, Shiels truly had the golf bug and was playing wherever he could, especially during the summer holidays. I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do after leaving school, but I knew for sure that golf was a passion and a hobby of mine, and I really wanted to go pro in the golf industry as a future plan, Rick says. Unlike soccer, where he lost interest quite early, there was something about his newfound love that Rick just couldn't figure out. So he joined Hearth Common in Bolton, where he would meet a pro golfer and teacher, Gareth Benson. Rick would always lean toward Gareth, who gave him his first lessons at Hearth Common. Benson recalled that Rick was a vibrant player with a good character. You probably didn't think at 14 that Rick would go pro, but you never can tell at that age. It was a new club that had a nice junior section with a great vibe. Ever since, Rick has worked his way up, and I greatly admire his courage, said Benson. At 16, Rick enrolled for a diploma in golf studies at Myerscough College, where he met fellow YouTuber Peter Finch and one of the golf coaches at the college, Steve Marr. Marr has worked with world-renowned Mike Bender in Florida, Zach Johnson, and Inbee Park. Rick was always fast to pick his brains on movements and the techniques that pieced a golf swing together. Rick was very inquisitive about technique, and he was a hard worker, Marr explains. Although he was a bit of a sponge, he was ready to learn and was enthusiastic, and you'd really want to help students like that. Shiels also met the head of golf at the college, Rick Daniels, who taught him that playing on the tour wasn't the only viable prospect for a PGA pro. This advice changed his mindset, and he decided to focus on coaching. So Shiels began to coach at the Mare Golf Resort and Spa in Knutsford, Cheshire. In 2010, he got a better job as a senior teaching professional at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester, where he worked until the centre was taken over and the driving range shut down. This was one of his trying moments, and he had to share the bad news with Claire, his soon-to-be wife. Thereafter, Rick prepared a CV, which he would submit at various places, and fortunately, he had a couple of offers. But a week later, Rick was called back after a change in ownership at the driving range. If there's anything Rick Shiels has learned on his journey to stardom, it is that the best things in life don't come easy. Sometime in 2011, Shiels came up with a great idea to do features in golf magazines and also offer tips about the game. And what did he do? Shiels crafted proposals that he sent to many golf magazines in and outside of England, but received negative feedback from the few that replied. So he decided to use social media, and that was how he launched his YouTube channel, Rick Shiels Golf, on October 13th, 2011. Shiels started by filming coaching videos and sharing tricks and tips to be better at the game, and soon enough the channel began to gain traction. Shiels decided to expand his content and started doing reviews of golf kits and sharing golf clubs. Due to the success of the videos, Shiels became one of the busiest golf coaches, with people flying in from around the globe just to take golf lessons. In 2020, his YouTube channel hit 1 million subscribers, and the BBC featured him as being the first golfing YouTuber to hit that shocking number. Rick, who couldn't contain his excitement, tweeted, "This will make my mom proud," making it onto BBC News. Several celebrities like Robbie Williams and Eddie Hall have appeared in his videos over the years. Earlier this year, Rick's YouTube channel recorded 2.13 million subscribers, making it the highest number of YouTube subscribers for a golf channel. And guess what happened next? Some of those magazines he had initially approached, including Golf Monthly, reached out to feature him in their magazine. Well, being a nice guy, Rick said yes. They say behind every successful man is a great woman. And on March 30th, 2013, he tied the knot with his sweetheart Claire, who at the time was a teacher. The couple welcomed their first child, Ivy, in 2014, and a year later, Pearl, before Jude Shiels came in 2018. Despite being the nice guy everyone wants around, Rick once had an awful experience at a club with Brooks Koepka. One cool afternoon, Rick headed to a club in St. Andrews as he normally would and was ushered to the VIP section. The manager, who was excited to see Shiels, offered to introduce him to the American pro golfer who was sitting upstairs. So they both went upstairs, and after exchanging pleasantries with Sam Westwood, son of Lee Westwood, Rick turned to face Brooke, who wasn't far from him. So Rick walked up to him, intending to introduce himself and chat with the pro golfer, but Brooks immediately beckoned security guards to bounce him and his pal Neil out of the VIP section. It was quite shocking, as Rick didn't know how he could have offended someone he had never met. "I was wondering how I offended Brooks Koepka, and it was really embarrassing," said Shiels. But being the nice guy that he is, he didn't let it get to him. Thanks to his YouTube channel and endorsement deals, Rick has a net worth of $3.3 million, earning between $1.1K and $18.1K monthly, and over $13.6K to $217.1K annually. Rick closed deals with brands like MasterCard, Nike, and Garmin. But 4 years after working with Nike, Shiels turned down a contract renewal because the company wanted him to switch to a paid-to-post model, which entails Shiels encouraging viewers to buy Nike apparel. Not wanting to do this offer, Shiels decided not to renew the partnership. Shiels is a fantastic husband and an amazing father, and most importantly, a down-to-earth guy. The fact that he wakes up every morning to put on his golf shoes and call it a job makes him feel fantastic. We'll catch you in the next one.